have been seeing a lot of the this is what's going to be trending video, and I haven't seen any of the clothes I want to personally wear, and I know my style completely different. This is not even part of what I would wear. I would wear this every day, honestly, in my day-to-day life, but with a coat or something else to just add to the vibe. And I haven't been seeing anything that I actually like or I actually want to partake in. So I wanted to make my own list of alternate things that you can wear. So one of them is the 70s tracksuits. I will put them, I don't know if I'm putting them. I don't know if I'm gonna take the effort, make the effort to do that. Especially the men's and also the couple ones. And I think it's very, what's it called? It's, you could swap, like it doesn't matter which one you wear, but the couple ones are so cute and they're not even matchy, but it's just the contrast of it and the quality of the clothing too. Like you see there's a value in, oh, we want this to last more than 2 washes, because that's no longer a thing that could be said. The second one are slippers. I don't like sandal slippers. This is more for the summer and for the spring. And I want more people to wear these because they have the image of the little dog on it, or because a lot of people say the shoes don't matter, but I want to make the shoes matter. Let's bring shoes into the conversation, not in a hype beast type of way. And that's so cute. I love that type of way. And just shoes with multiple patterns, and I think we've drifted away from that. And I want emphasis, not in I like looking at it, I didn't even, but in a make shoes the highlight of the outfit. The second one is the slip-on shoe, and for me personally, I can't do that because I don't know when to wear it. In summer it's too hot because it's covered, you know, and in winter it's cold because your foot is uncovered, the outside part of your foot. But I still love them and I want to see more people wearing them and participating in it. The next one is the hiking type boots, and I think these look so cool. I think these look so cool, and it comes in 2 sections, 2 scenarios. Number one, the hiking boots with the little heel, not heel, but they're elevated. And then the ones with the little holes in them, those ones, people are gonna be mad about those ones, but there's just something about the ability to style, because people are presenting these things that can easily be styled, can easily, like, you can make a look out of it easily. You don't have to put thought into it and how it wants to be presented. And I want things more outside the box of, you should try this, you should. Some of these are probably already being tried and some people are probably already doing this, but I want to see more people doing this. The next one is golf pants, and there's so much that can be done with this. I don't know yet, not personally for me, but I want to see more other people, because what I want to see is other people trying things and not having just one thing do one specific function, like athleisure, you know, to go to the gym, but people wear leggings everywhere now. But I just don't want one thing to be saved for a specific thing. Like, I want more transitional elements. I'm talking like everyone's playing golf, like your work pants, like not having separate work clothes and having clothes that can be interchangeable from work, regular living. That's what I want more in the future, because then we are incentivized to take care of things more, because there's a greater value associated with it, because there's a thing that you use for this, you use for that. Of course, for swimwear, you can't do that. But finding multiple purposes for the things that we have so that we do not purchase as much and continue to purchase. And this is, I want to pause here and kind of shift the topic, because I think that inspired this is because I've been seeing a lot of the trends, and it's about buying new things when many of the trends are things that we saw in the past, or we can seek inspiration from through the past and find similar looking pieces And it's just worrying and concerning at this point, because the fashion industry is one of the most polluting industries. And I know people are saying thrift, slow down, but it's not working. It's not working. We need more community related events, more community incentivized, insulated events that lead people to make different decisions and make it easier for people to make different decisions, because it's right in your neighborhood. So one of the things is looking at your friend's closet, because I'm sure everyone has a friend who, I know it's hard when you and your friend are different sizes, but if you do have a friend and you have kind of similar sizes, and the only difference would be taking a piece in or something like that, you can, or incorporating pieces together, like 2 shirts together, that is something that can be done. Or if they're thinking of giving something away, you like that piece and you have use for that piece, you could do it. And I think shopping in your friend's closet is very undervalued, because there are a lot of things like just chatting, what are you wearing? What am I wearing? What are things we're not wearing? Are there things that we're not wearing that we want to switch with each other? Are there things that we want to involve more friends in? And then starting like that and creating a community out of this. And there are multiple events already that exist like this. So that can be a space to get new clothing without making new purchases, because at this point we all know the turnover rate for new clothes, especially on the sites, is every other day, and that is not sustainable, because a lot of sustainable meaning long lasting with the environment that we have very few resources. And it's scary to hear this. I know it's terrifying to hear about the climate changing, but that's just a fact. That's just a fact. And we're not gonna have clean water, which I'm not trying to be grim, but that's just the reality of it. We're running out of clean water because all these industries take up so much water. And so eventually we're not gonna have drinking water but we're getting to the point where many of our waterways are polluted, and they're not a priority in cleaning up for people. And companies are not being held accountable for what they did. And it's not only companies that exist now, it's companies that have existed for a long time. A lot of the pollution that has happened is ongoing. And also when companies did not know, we all allegedly did not know that the things that they were using were polluting the water. We're polluting the water, and now they're just in our rivers, because our river should not be murky. I think of my friend and I have been discussing this, of the paintings of the waterways that existed in the past, and the way people talked about nature in such a dreamy way and in such an aspirational way, as nature as beauty. Yes, we get moments of nature as beauty, but I can assure you, the river that you see now that is around you, that's murky, it did not look like that years ago. People were able to swim in rivers. That is so shocking for a lot of people, because they're so polluted right now that we can't even imagine swimming in them. But only 10, 20 years ago, people used to swim in the rivers that we have today, and people used to talk about that experience as being so positive, and they could come as a community and engage in an activity by the river. And these are things that are being taken away from us willy-nilly, just because the end goal is making money. And it's not fair. It's not fair that we're not gonna get to have all these experiences of just being able to go into a river, of going and being able to fish and catch fish that you can actually eat, of going and being able to just view more diverse nature, of going and being able to look outside and say, oh my God, this is a vast ecosystem, of having a value of that, of going and being able to see multiple species of animals. Like we're not having that. And it's scary. It's scary to say, it's scary to talk about, but that's the truth when it comes to the way industries are put right now. That's the truth when it comes to the strain that production is putting on our environment. And we can only ignore it for so long until it affects us. It's already affecting us. Air pollution, because it's not only one thing that's a product of itself, it's multiple things working, and you see the results in coming out in different ways. Because climate change, with the fires that were happening and are still happening in some places, with the flooding that's happening, with the people that are not making it through the day because it's too hot, you know, waking up and there's an earthquake. And these are not things that happened to the same magnitude as they are, to the same frequency as they are, to the same, not rate. I get really emotional because I see such a brighter future. I see clean waterways, and I know I am dreaming. I know if I talk to people about this, it seems like I am in dreamland, but I see possibilities of us being able to utilize our spaces the way we did before, if we start advocating for the space that we have, because we don't have another alternative at the moment. Yes, the billionaires, they're working on Mars or working on wherever they're gonna go next, but we're gonna live here. We're gonna deal with all the stresses that are happening to the environment, if not now, eventually. And it's so scary. That's so scary. And all these things, and there's just small things like the community clothing drives that can be done and be brought together, and people just choose instead of wasting. Because I have a hard time with this too, because it's so easy to hit buy, to hit purchase. It's so easy to do that. And it's so easy because it has been designed that way. It has been designed so that these systems, we don't get a chance to think. We don't get a chance to stop and say, oh, like, what about the impact? Yes, this is going to make me happy in this moment, but is this something that I'm going to be using next year? Is this something that I'm going to be using in 5 years? Is this something that I'm going to need in 3 months? And there's nothing helping us make that stop, make that pause, say, let me do a little think. Because especially the way the online system is designed, is they give you a notification on the cart. They're like, look, you have this in your cart. Remember, you have this in your cart. So it's or this on your wish list. This just went on sale and it's on your wish list. And it's all these things that are triggering our brains to hit buy, to hit purchase, to hit buy now. And it's so sad because if you really begin to look at the degradation that has taken place and how fast it has happened, it's quite sad. But anyway,